Hello again. The man shown in the thumbnail to this video is Vaughan Gething, the First Minister of Wales. And since he is the embodiment of various awful modern trends, I thought it might be interesting to look at him and so learn something about the kind of thing which is afflicting the whole of the United Kingdom today, but in particular our political class. First, of course, Gething was selected as head of the Welsh government because Labour likes to look with it, and a black man as First Minister would show how multicultural Labour are, even in Wales, where fewer than 1% of the population is black. Great advertisement. He belongs to 3 different trade unions, and he joined Unite a couple of months before his leadership bid, which meant that they supported him. This looked a little like sharp practice to some. He is also a member of the General and Municipal Workers' Union and Unison. This is very odd for a solicitor. It makes one wonder what the game is. Of course, Vaughan Gething is a new man as well, which was also good from Labour's point of view, but horribly embarrassing for everybody else. On June the 5th, the Welsh Parliament passed a vote of no confidence in Gething as First Minister, whereupon he started blubbing. Now, this is supposed to be a very good thing for a modern man, to show that he is in touch with his feelings and not afraid to show emotion in public. But bloody hell, can you imagine Neville Chamberlain bursting into tears in 1940 when the vote of confidence didn't go as well as he had hoped for? Or Jim Callaghan in 1979 when he lost a vote of confidence in the Commons. What on earth would people have thought of those leaders? Can you imagine? There's Callaghan, he's just lost the vote of confidence and he starts crying. But it was okay for Vaughan Gething because it paved the way for a display of another of those things which is wrong with this country, which is ignoring all the conventions built up over the years to protect democracy in Britain. When a government loses a vote of confidence, one of 2 things happens. Either the leader resigns at once, or an election is called, or both of those things. Gething chose to do neither. After he'd finished crying, he simply ignored losing the vote of confidence and carried on in post. This really was a frightful breach of political etiquette, but people were too polite to say much, because of course it might have looked racist. You see, Vaughan Gething was born in Africa, and he has probably absorbed a rather different set of values from his mother than most people. This often happens when people are born abroad and brought to this country in that way, being raised by mothers who are not themselves British. They often do not acquire instinctively the same cultural mores as the rest of us. I doubt if there are many British people in this country born to British families who are not aware that losing a vote of confidence in Parliament means either an immediate election or the resignation of the leader in whom the House has no confidence. Vaughan Gething, though, was seemingly oblivious to this and simply ignored what had happened and carried on as though he had not lost a vote of confidence. Another very modern trend which this man typifies, in politics especially, is a whiff of something not quite right about financial dealings. I'm not talking about corruption, but more a terrible lack of judgment which raises eyebrows, like taking £200,000 for his campaign from a businessman who had been convicted of more than one environmental offence. He's been urged to return the money, but refused to do so. Gething had previously written letters on behalf of this convicted criminal and been mixed up in other matters where it looked as though he was lobbying agencies in Wales on behalf of the man. Gething is in fact almost a walking object lesson of so many things that most of us do not like about the modern political scene. A chancer, a diversity hire, and a man who does not follow the normal rules that everybody else adheres to. No wonder he's done so well for himself.